Hello and welcome back to Always Off Brand. I am your co-host, Summer Jubileer, along with Scott Ashman.
Good morning, Summer.
Good morning. Good morning. So I was thinking about this about 30 seconds ago. And you and I are like living such different lives in the fact that like I'm raising boys and you've raised girls.
Yeah, my girls are done. They're done.
So my children are always throwing something at me. Think fast, balls, balloons, like everything. Like I have one of those giant, like huge balls for like working out where you lay down, and you do sit-ups and whatever on it. And that's always out of the gym. And I'm so mad at them. Anyways, we're getting ready.
Exercise ball? You talking about like an exercise ball, like the big bouncy?
Yeah. So they always have something in their hands. And anyways, last night, Reese was throwing a ball and it kept ricocheting off the walls. Nice. And as you know, I might be selling my house. So I'm like, do not mess up the walls. Like,
why? Just add it to the $7 billion remodel that you already did. You're going to do again.
They're downstairs in the part I already remodeled. I'm like, I already painted this room. I'm not repainting it. So I was like, stop with having balls in the house. I'm sick of it. And both boys look at each other and they're like, Mom, should we leave? I'm like, your balls don't bounce, boys. I'm not worried about them.
Wait, and they just like talking about balls? I mean, because
they love talking about
balls are just funny to boys. It never gets old. Poop's never not funny.
And then Chase looks at me and he goes, well, balls of steel don't bounce, Mom.
Jesus.
Okay.
You need this. I just was looking for a prop. Listeners, we're on YouTube at Always Off Brand. You need some flags. You need red flags to throw at the boys.
Yeah, knock it off.
Yeah, like, hey, this is, and then there's got to be a consequence to it, you know? I don't know what that would be. The problem with
consequences is that you have to see them through. And I am so busy that I'll be like, I'm taking away your iPad. And then like 4 hours later, I see him with it. I'm like, was that today or was that yesterday? I said you couldn't have your iPad. Like, I don't.
Take away the balls. No balls. No more balls. Nobody gets any balls.
No more balls. No more balls. But it's really funny watching my 12-year-old. He's got a broken wrist, so he's really frustrated.
He's frustrated. Can we say it like in English? Say it. I love how
he's just real frustrated, and he keeps
frustrated.
That was good.
Aluminium.
So he keeps giving me attitude, and I'm like, knock it off. And it's like you say, you know, you're not gonna be able to have a friend over. Fine, I don't care. Like wasn't planning on having a friend over anyways. And you're like, fine, then I'll take this away. So we're having this kind of conversation. I look over and my 10-year-old's like this.
Wait, the listener can't see what you're doing.
He's giving him the face of like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you just keep taking, like, he's like, shovel.
He's
lift,
teenage, preteen.
Shovel, lift. Yeah. But my 10-year-old's watching this and you can just see he's clocking it of like, this is what not to do.
Yeah, because your 10-year-old is a 40-year-old man in a 10-year-old body.
But man, that kid can cut you. He can cut you. He's so smart. And
well, he's been here before.
This is true. So anyways, I was just thinking about how lucky you are to not have to have grown up or raised ball slapping children in your household.
Thank you. That is, I am lucky. I'm lucky on many levels.
We were out with friends. They have 2 daughters, same age as my kids. And they were watching my boys just like, we're at a playground and they're not playing on any of the toys because why would my children do that? They're climbing on top of them and jumping. And then they're balancing on the handrails to see if they can slide down the handrails. And she's looking at me. She's like, does this make you nervous? I'm like, oh, this is nothing. I'm like, this is turf. They're going to land. They're fine.
They're fine.
They're fine. But she's like, my children like use a slide and like go down. I'm like, oh no, my children climb on top of the slide and try to go down.
They kill each other. That's their whole point. It's just there's a lot of testosterone in the Jubileer house. You're outnumbered.
I am. If we get a dog, it's going to be a girl. I have decided. Girl dog.
You shouldn't get a dog. Don't get a dog. Anyway, I love dogs, but I just have 3 of them and they're annoying. And
every night at bedtime, part of putting my kids to bed is they want to get on Instagram and look at pictures of dogs.
Fine. Are they going to feed the dog? Are they going to pay for the dog? Are they going to take it to the vet? Are they going to do everything for the dog? No,
Nope.
they're not gonna do shit. What happened with the gerbil or whatever vermin thing you had in their room? How is that still alive?
Apparently, he had some kind of bone cancer. Isn't that weird? I didn't know
That's traumatic
that
for these poor
lizards could
boys.
get bone cancer, and I felt kind of stupid. Not like, of course they can. Like, I guess any creature
That's
can get
terrible. I
cancer.
feel badly about bringing that up again, but I remember how excited they were when that.
He worked hard to get that lizard.
Yeah.
He had to do chores every day for a month, and he stuck with it. I thought for sure he wouldn't, and then I learned my lesson.
Well, speaking of sticking with it and working hard. Wow, that was so good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest. She is, well, let's just start the music. Hold on. Let me get over here. Over here. Where are you? Intro. There we are. Let's get this party going because we got an absolute badass coming to the program today. Get her to the YouTube stage. We are on YouTube, but always off brand. Ladies and gentlemen, to the program. She's the founder of Dip, but not only that, she's a factory owner. God dang it. She has been on Oprah's Favorite Things. She's been recognized as Entrepreneur of the Year in New Jersey. She's been Forbes something special and cool and neat. Ladies and gentlemen, to the stage, Kate Assaraf.
Welcome, Kate.
Thank you. Thanks for having me and stringing all my accomplishments in one sentence. It felt really good.
And podcast over.
And that's it, Kate. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Do you have dogs? Do you have balls of steel? What do you guys have there at the Assaraf house?
I have 2 sons, so I guess that counts for balls. No dogs. I know that the dogs become the mom's job, and I don't want that.
God, you know what? That's your first bell of the program. That's a juicy nugget right there, listener.
I just study patterns. It's the pattern I see every year.
I love it. Well, Kate, tell our listeners a little bit about this 7-figure brand you've created. And we want to hear how you're doing it right now, especially with we're seeing margins tighten up, we're seeing fees go up everywhere. Let's dive into it.
Well, can I say something about the 7-figure brand? I'm so annoyed by this. I'm sorry, Summer. I'm sorry. I have to say this. This is on LinkedIn all the time on the Linky. It's $1 million. You're doing more than $1 million. Can't we just speak plain the English language?
Yeah, well, the 7-figure brand is the litmus test to see if other people measure you by your
I just hate that shit.
Your success.
Kate, and we got to chat a little bit, and I feel like you are with me on this. No pretentious shit of 7-8-figure blah blah.
If you don't want to be pretentious, don't put it in the show notes.
Well,
no, so the thing is I don't know whether you're pretentious, right? So some people won't talk to me unless they're glittered by the 7-figure brand.
No,
so that's how that's sometimes if I'm at a networking thing, if someone's kind of snubbing me because they're like, oh, I've never heard of Dip, and I'm like, oh, well, it's a 7-figure brand, and then they're like, oh, I'm listening.
Yeah,
and
that's
oh, actually now I'm not interested in you. So
God, that's 2 bells right away. Damn.
All right. Well, so what is Dip? Tell our listeners what is Dip.
Sure. So Dip is plastic-free hair care. So shampoo and conditioner bars, mostly it's their core business for people that are kind of fed up with sustainability and have lost their love for it. What that means is that I've created hair care that performs like really luxury brands that ends up saving you money. I think one of the things that really frustrates people about sustainability in general is that it costs more and often the experience is less. So I kept the experience of luxury hair care. I kept a lot of the cosmetic science that makes the hair really amazing. And I made them as big as I could that could fit in a woman's or man's hand, but a woman's hand, and made it so that it would save someone money in the long run. It's the truth of sustainability is people want to buy better stuff less often. And that is how I created Dip.
Amazing. Amazing. And tell us a little bit about when you first launched, like how did you, as Scott mentioned in the intro, you have your own manufacturing. Like that is a huge deal. As I work at a brand that like we can't do much faster than like an 18-month turnaround if we want to do something unique. And so if you have your own manufacturing company, you can do a lot. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I did not. So I launched in 2021 in October, and then by the end with a contract manufacturer. And so towards the end of 2022, you know, the contract manufacturer stopped answering the phones. They like asked for bigger deposits, and then like no product timeline. And I started to sense the spidey sense of bankruptcy coming, and I was right. It was coming around the corner, and I lost a lot of money in a big purchase order, the biggest one I'd put up until at that point, and then like, no products coming. And so it was a sink or swim move. Like there was a fork in the road, either find another contract manufacturer. And as a lot of your listeners will probably know, is when you find another contract manufacturer, they can often like take your business and change only 5% of the formula or the product and sell it to a bigger competitor. And so because my formulas were so custom for me, and I think far superior than the competition, which are made in like the same 10 factories. I didn't want my formulas to even get contracts, NDAs. None of that matters in cosmetics, to be honest.
It doesn't matter in most.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
but I didn't know that 5%. I didn't know.
Yeah. Like so
small as that.
They can like change the marketing, keep the base, change the marketing ingredients, and sell it to like a L'Oreal or any pretty little brand that comes in with like a big, deep wallet, you know? So it was kind of because I'd grown to know some of the people who were going to be displaced by this bankruptcy. You know, I talked to them. I was like, hey, I'd love for you to come work for me, and we can build this thing together.
I can only pay you like $6 a week, but it's going to be so fun.
But you won't be unemployed.
Yeah, no, we luckily Dip has been doing well for we hit that first 7 figures in 18 months. So I was able to bring them on, build the factory, max out my credit cards for a little bit, you know. Damn. And then with a lot of leaps of faith, we made it happen. And then within a year of that, I rent the building, so I don't own the edifice. But then within a year, we had to double the size of the factory. So and double the workforce there. So, but that's not as impressive as it sounds, because I was going from like 2,500 square feet to 5,000 and 2 employees to 4.
To own it though, Kate, like that is something huge brands do not have and never had. So that is incredible. And as we're seeing these new emerging brands coming onto e-commerce, it's the ones that own their manufacturing that are able to be nimble and quick. You could do partnerships. You can hear from your customers. The feedback you get from consumers is so much quicker that you can then pivot. What's been like owning your manufacturing? What's been like the number one hardest thing you've learned from it?
All the legal stuff that you just don't know until you now are like, because when you have a contract manufacturer, they're responsible for so much of the legal stuff.
Never thought of that.
Now it's on me and my team. My team, the 4 people in my warehouse or my factory, they have been working in cosmetics for, some of them 20, 30 years and working together. They've known each other for a long time. So it's really fun to have them in under my roof. But they are experts. Like I can imagine if I had to hire people that were more green in the industry, because I only know what I know from them.
Right.
I would have never known all of the legal implications of starting my own thing if they weren't there to be like, hey, you got to make sure of XYZ, like good manufacturing practices, audits that come, like all of these things.
All the regulations, all the stuff, all the labor stuff, all the safety stuff, and all the other thing. But now doing the crack research staff that we have here, a lot of people talk shit about, we're a family. The brand's a family. Our culture is so lovey that we're just. But seriously, like everybody's related. When I heard you talk about the factory people, this person, your husband, like everybody's related. Yeah. Well, it just happens to be that way that the people marry awesome people and then we bring them in. But are the families like we're all dysfunctional families? Do you guys drive each other crazy though? Don't you guys just get like
Not really. I mean, everyone. So it would drive me crazy if everyone had like a dunderhead spouse, and I was like, they didn't pull their weight; they were just there because they were a spouse. But everyone in the company is like really good at what they do. And I mean, like you can't do something for 20, 30 years and not be good at it and not do it inside.
Well, that's a special talent.
We've, of course, I've had an employee that came and left, but everyone else has been there from the beginning. And so I hate to disappoint that there's not a lot of friction within the dip team.
God damn it!
There's no like Real Housewives episode of the dip team or no Real World, but
yet.
This is so anybody listening watching is like, God, I am surrounded by people failing up. Like literally they have this gig because I don't know how. They've been here 20 years, but we don't know.
Yeah,
so that's so refreshing, you guys. And you said you have fun and you don't take yourself too seriously and screw around. I relate with that.
Well, I'm not curing anything. I'm literally making shampoo and conditioner. The team, we're very grounded in like what we're doing is not life-saving.
Yeah,
it is not that big a deal on earth. It's only a big deal to us and our customers. Like we don't pretend that shampoo's not going to save the world either, right? Like we know that there's a lot of
save someone's day. You save someone's day.
Saving a bad hair day, preventing a bad hair day is
okay. That's
honest work on its own.
That's God's work.
It is. Let's talk hair, because actually I've heard you on these podcasts, which is great. They don't talk about hair. You love hair. You talk about how you got into this because you love hair. You said you scroll Instagram looking at hair.
I do.
Summer Jubileer or Bougelier, depending, bougie Jubileer. She just had a major hair change, and it's fabulous. Summer, how you're like 3-4 months into the short hair now?
I'm trying. Yes, I had mermaid hair, and thanks to perimenopause, I had to chop it off.
Oh man, what? So you had mermaid hair? What color was it?
I mean, like it covered my nipples.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was really long.
That's awesome.
And it was just breaking and breaking and breaking. I always had really thick hair, and then it got really thin, and I chopped it off, and now I'm slowly getting it back. I'm starting to come back to life, which feels good.
Yeah, that's great.
So again, because my wife doesn't listen, so she goes to a really fancy place and she spends a lot of money, but she's been going to the same guy literally for 30 years. He's terrific. But she goes and buys these shampoos that I don't even want. She actually says, you don't want to know how much the shampoo is. Yeah. And she is just, there's things about, she wants me on the new.
Her hair is like this long.
I know she has short hair. She has short hair, by the way, like short, not even shoulder length. Like
short hair is worth taking care of.
Yeah. What is the deal with these designer shampoos that cost a fortune?
Well, a lot of times the salon is incentivized to push those products. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If you look at the back of a lot of them, they're very similar to some of the drugstore brands. Some are, some aren't, right? Mm-hmm. But to be honest, shampoo and conditioner are rinse off products. So like they're on your hair for a little bit and then they're not on your hair. So expecting them to move mountains for you is, or like say this shampoo is full of active ingredients, or they say actives. The actives are getting rinsed off. So really I would save really active, intensive beauty products for skincare, like because it sits on your skin and it is allowed to work.
Right.
I think there's something really funny about I mean, all you care about is the end product, right? Like you care that your hair is silky and smooth and not dry, and manageable and not weighed down, like that you still have some volume. That's what those are the things that I think matter. And that's what Dip's goal was to preserve that experience. But I don't know. I kind of love that salons are able to upsell and stay in business with this like incremental, revenue stream. But like, to be honest, if luxury hair care is your guilty pleasure, that's where Dip comes in and is like really good. Because our conditioner bar will outlast 12 tubes of really pricey conditioner. So for me, my goal was like, whether someone cares about the planet or not, they generally care about money. And so the dip conditioner bar makes your hair look just as beautiful as the salon stuff. And I save $500 a year just in the conditioner I used to buy a year.
Let's get into money and margins.
Let's get into money. Let's talk money.
Tell us about where do you sell the product? Just online, or are you in salons as well?
So yeah, we have a D2C section of our consumer base, but predominantly what I'm trying to do is use dip to get people into surf shops, independently owned surf shops, zero waste stores, and hair salons. So those are the 3 channels I've focused on. And they're really the only 3 channels where my customer would walk through the door. So I don't bother trying to get into every type of store. I just want to get into those 3 types of places. Because I think if there's no joy in getting products on shelves somewhere where it just sits there and your customer doesn't walk in. Like there's no point. But there are certain independent retailers around the country. Some of them, and many of them, dip sales cover their rent and more. So there's one store in particular, she sold over $200,000 worth of dip in her one independent store. That's a lot. It's a lot. There's many that do $50,000 to $100,000 per year in just dip sales. And a lot of that is because of when you love small stores and you love independent stores, you have to make some tough choices. And one of those is we just don't undercut them with sales all the time. And we don't put our products on Amazon so that they have to compete 24 hours a day with availability.
Whoa. Repeat that. You don't put your products on Amazon?
We don't put them on Amazon. And it's not because I have some sort of real moral problem with Amazon. I am an Amazon customer. My issue is that we built a sustainable company that part of what I wanted to do was not just to have someone buy dip. It was to have someone walk into like a zero waste store, buy dip, but also by accident, also see all the other vetted, amazing, sustainable swaps they can make. Because it's not enough to change the world in plastic consumption one head at a time. I want to get people into these stores to discover what else might work for them.
Right. No, it's amazing.
The part of that, the Amazon, a lot of brands like they wish they didn't have to go on Amazon. But one of the things impressive in I didn't spend a lot of time here, but what's more impressive to me, because you have such a specialty retail base, I don't know how many doors. I mean,
it varies all the time because they're always closing. It's like a very tragic channel, to be honest.
Sad.
It's so sad. It's why I like run on the hamster wheel even harder to like help them, because it's like I want them to stay open, but it's really difficult in the current economic climate for customers or consumers to justify going into a sustainable store.
So my point is the fact that we can all say we don't want to be on Amazon, and that's great, but how to enforce that, because again, let's say somebody bought your product and for various reasons, whatever reasons it didn't sell, they got to get rid of it. So a lot of them has used Amazon like, hey, I'm going to sell your product. So the fact that you've enforced it, and I looked real quickly, I can't find your product on Amazon, which is actually more impressive to me. Because policing that and enforcing that on a reseller policy there's no legal, actual foolproof way to force people to do this. When they buy your product, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. That's just actually the law. So how do you do that?
So we choke our sales a little bit by not offering dip to online only retailers, because they're kind of the culprits of that the most.
A lot, big time, yeah.
So we don't sell there. It's tough because there's so many of that. We would do really well if we did, but we're very, very strict about where we will sell dip, and I often get called naive or kind of like, I'm not an altruist. I'm capitalist, like through and through. Like I studied economics. Like I
want to make money,
but I don't think I need to make that much more than I'm making, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
that's not the goal.
It's refreshing to hear and unique perspective to hear, because everyone's trying to figure out how they can get bought, what numbers they need to reach in order to be sold. what is your strategy online? So tell us a little bit about your D2C, because your D2C are you on Shopify?
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Like, you have a beautiful site. I mean, you check all the boxes for what you need. Tell us, like, how did you build that, and how are you seeing success on Shopify?
Did you hire somebody? Did you
No,
spend
we do it ourselves.
$50,000?
Of course you do it yourself. Of course
you do it.
We just so the things when you start a company, these are the big investments you have to make. Like, and now it's changed because I started in 2021. But I
say 2021 like it was a long time ago, Kate.
Well, it is
like yesterday.
In what I'm about to say. So 2021, there wasn't an AI churn out product images option. So I invested really heavily in product photography in the very, very beginning.
Yeah, you can tell.
That's we were spending probably we were on a subscription with this photography company, and we probably spent $36,000 just on product photography every year. So, and then if we had to do model shots, that was like another huge expense. But I don't find those expenses superfluous, right? Like, I think they're very, very necessary to be taken seriously, especially in a category like beauty, even though our brand is like silly and like kind of, I don't know. It's a little bit counterculture, our brand, but
I'd say it has personality.
Thank you. Well, I still think that people expect and deserve high-end imagery when they're shopping from you. Like, nothing turns me off more than seeing like poorly lit photos. Something that looks like it's done in someone's house. Like, I appreciate the mom and pop isms of that, but I do not, as a customer, if I'm buying something for my hair, my face, my skin, like, I don't want mom and pop. I want to know that there's like someone, this is like kind of a stretch, but my brain does this gymnastics, like beautiful photography that is invested in. They probably also know about regulatory. They probably also know about ingredients. They probably also know about RIPT testing and stability testing. Like, when I see something that is too mom and pop for beauty, I'm immediately like, I don't want it.
Right. And it gives you, it checks a subconscious box of, these guys are experts.
Yeah.
Which is what you're saying, right? If I see a mom and pop, I don't trust their product if they can't even make a good image.
And what's weird in sustainability is that they champion the mom and pop to a degree where sometimes I think safety is overlooked. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so like, they're like, oh, this is a small maker. And also, and I was like, yeah, I can appreciate a small maker. I cannot appreciate someone who doesn't pay for their RIPT testing or their stability testing of their products, and doesn't proudly talks about not having preservatives, but still has a liquid based product. Like, these are like kind of the things that are happening in sustainability that make my stomach turn a little bit, because when you're in the industry for a long time and you see these kind of marketing call outs as if they're beneficial,
they're just buzzwords. They're just using buzzwords and they don't know what they mean.
Right. And so, in the past 2 years or so, cosmetics have had to be registered for MOCRA, and it was a big.
What is this? You're talking about RIP and blah blah blah.
So just human testing on skin. So like with my shampoo and conditioners, every single fragrance has been tested. Like, it's like repeat injury, like this test on skin. So if there's like human reactions to your products.
Right.
You see a lot of like smaller brands don't. First of all, they might not know that you need to do that.
Yeah.
And the sustainability, the stability testing, which is like making sure that your product can sit on shelf for X amount of time, in different heat conditions and different, it's, and like, so all of this was to say with Shopify, like I invested heavily in this little signals of consumer trust that I saw my competitors did not have.
Right. Wow. I love that. Scott, I think right now we're going to take a quick break. You agree? And when we come back, I want to dive more into your growth and what you've learned along the way. When we come back.
I'm Colin Colburn, Vice President, Commerce and Retail Media at the IAB, and you're watching Always Off Brand.
All right, and we are back. And Scott, as we were taking a break, you had some ideas about what you wanted to chat about next.
Kate, I really want to talk about cash flow. No, seriously, I think there's a bunch of stuff we can talk about. I sold to independent retailers for many years, which God, I love these people. I love these people. You just get to know them. They work so hard. These are like hobby passions. They're so good at what they do. They care so much. And it's just, you want to do anything you could to help them because they're just awesome what they do. And they build these incredible communities and blah, blah, blah. But maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we won't. What I think is the most hot topic. All right. The hot topic. We need a hot take from you right now. D2C brands, I don't care what kind of brand, small, big, whatever. The cost of new customer acquisition is so incredibly high on Meta, you name the channel. Yeah. It is so high. It's becoming a serious margin issue. So talk about advertising, marketing for.
Yeah. How are you guys doing it?
So it might surprise you guys that we've never run a TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook ad ever. What we
Where's the bell, Scott?
Do some sort of sound effect.
I'm so stunned. I don't even know.
Ball drop.
I don't even. I don't have enough. I mean, I don't have.
OMG.
I don't have enough sound effects.
All right, we've never run.
Let me just make sure I'm clear on this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just make sure I'm very clear on this. What you just said.
Yeah.
Since 2021, starting this brand Dip, that is $1 million or more. Okay. You've never spent a dime on Meta ads, TikTok ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads.
None of it.
She's
you know why?
Like, you idiots.
No, you know why? So I've been a marketer for 20 years. I wanted to know if I could build a word of mouth brand. That's really, it's an ego thing.
Wow.
It's not like there's not a pedestal thing. It's purely ego. I wanted to know if I could do it. I wanted to know if I could tap into the frustration of sustainability the way I felt it. Like I knew that feeling about being annoyed with sustainability and like seeing sustainable cash grab brands or like even like the private equity brands that came in and tried to like make money off of something just being plastic free, but not good. I wanted to know if I could beat them at a better game. And so that was my own personal thing. And then I got like addicted to the idea that like, we didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Are you stubborn by nature? Cause that takes a lot of kuyans. I mean, that takes some chutzpah, as they say on my side.
That's some steel balls.
The steel balls that I walk around with, and they knock back and forth every time I walk into a room, and someone.
But they don't bounce.
It's a 7-figure brand. Like I just clink them back and forth a few times after I say that, and because what people don't realize is that like I go to these conferences with other brands. Brands are hemorrhaging money on Meta ads. Like they are it's just what's happening. Like they're selling a ton, right? Like they're pumping, $50,000, $250,000, $1 million a month on Meta ads. And maybe they're like worried. They have to like really focus on email retention because the cost to acquire the first time customer is so high. I was talking to, there's a shoe brand that I love that I've bought several pairs of shoes from. I ran into the owner at a trade show and I was like, oh my God, what do you like? I thought you were just D2C. Like you're going to start selling in stores. Like amazing. And she's like, yeah, because someone has to buy 3 pairs of shoes before I make a single dollar. And these are like very expensive shoes. It's embarrassing for me. They're just very cool shoes, but like, I bought them for myself. I bought them for my sister. So she's made money off of me. I was like, congratulations. Like you made money off of me. And I'm excited to see them in stores, but that blew my mind because I couldn't believe that. And then I started having that conversation with more brand owners. Every time I, talked to them, I was like, how is this going? And they're like, it's a downward spiral. We're hemorrhaging money.
So word of mouth, people talk about word of mouth all the time, but clearly you have made it work. What are you doing differently?
Well, I think that people respect the fact that we're not on Amazon in order to protect these small stores. I think that's something that people, I know it's not sacrificing, right? Like I know I'm not building the brand to its financial potential by not having it on Amazon. And I'm okay with that. but like that's an unusual
That's
thing.
the key. That is
Right.
the key right there. You're okay with not building it to a $200 million company and
Yeah.
being sold an exit and getting a yacht. It's
Yeah.
you
Well,
love
yacht
what
would be
you
nice.
do. Okay, well, yacht. Maybe we'll throw a yacht in. All right.
I
I
need
don't
to
know.
get in the circles where my friend has a yacht.
How many? Let's run the numbers. How many dips do we have to sell to get a yacht? No, but the thing is, you're it's not content. It's actually you're not comparing to other constantly. You know who you are. You
Yeah.
love the people you'd work with, and you're like, let's just keep doing it, have some fun, and maybe make a buck.
Yeah, I really enjoy running my company, and like you both, I have kids, right? And
Yeah.
there's no replacing that time with kids. Like maybe when they're out of the house, I'll go real hard on and max myself out. But
Yeah.
as it stands right now, I really enjoy my kids and I would really like to spend as much time as I can before I'm tragically uncool to them. Like I'm still in that sweet spot where they want to be around me.
That's the
And
best.
I don't take that for granted at all. And because I've been in the industry for so long, I've seen what happens to business owners that are stuck in the grind of big box retail. Like it is not a happy place. It just isn't.
So tell us what are some of the things you've done with word of mouth? Like, are you working with influencers or how, like when you go to some of these independent retail stores, like why do they want to bring in dip other than the fact that they like the product? But if people don't know about it, it's harder for them to sell. So how are you getting your name and your product out there?
Well, it is through this network of independent retail stores like the surf shops, the salons, and the zero waste stores. Dip is known as being the best of the best in the actual sustainable world. Like take away like the digital world, in the analog world, Dip is known by people that talk about sustainability and live and breathe it every day as being the best. And so not only like does it leave your hair looking amazing, because I did hire a chemist that did he formulated, I'm not allowed to say the brands out loud, but a lot of the stuff that you see in Sephora, Ulta, the back bar at your salon. So I hired the best chemist I knew. I made it so
Amazing.
that the price wasn't really like, I didn't try and compete with
It's approachable.
like I was always trying to compete. Like if I steal a customer from another bar company, it's like really, you're not making a difference in plastic. What I want to do is take someone away from like an Oribe, Kerastase, Pureology that's like fast to use products that are very expensive. So and that work for an entire family. So if you have like a type 1 hair, which is like fine straight hair, and a mom and then a dad with like kinky coily type 4 hair, and say 4 different hair types and their children different curl patterns, Dip will work for all of them. So it eliminates an entire shower's worth of like hair specific bottles. And especially when every individual needs 2, right? The shampoo and the conditioner. Like you think one family of 6 now only needs 1 set of bars instead of 12 bottles repurchased. And so that has, because people recognize that we're not trying to oversell them and not trying to like get them to buy more and more and more, they tell people about it. It becomes its own kind of trust in the trust recession of consumer goods right now.
Trust recession. That's a good one. I like that. But you did it all through organic social?
Yeah, organic social, but also real life. Like real life, real.
Well, the community you're tapping into, they talk to each other and they
Talk to each
share
other.
products that they love.
Yeah.
And so you were able to get trust within that because you truly are a brand that these people can trust, which is amazing.
Well,
go ahead.
Oh, Summer, do you buy hair care from an ad, or do you buy it because someone you know says they like it?
The one shampoo I use all the time, how did I get it? I've been using it for like a decade. I can't even tell you where I got it from, actually.
Someone probably recommended it to you.
They must have. Yeah.
That's how most women buy it. Like it's not that nobody buys from ads, but most women buy from an actual recommendation from an actual person. And so a lot of these zero waste stores, what's cool is that they've tried, 200, not 200, but maybe like there's 200 different bar brands of shampoo and conditioner. Say they've tried 20 or 40 different bars. Dip is the one that they choose for their shelves. So that on its own is like this analog trust built into just by the very nature of being there when they walk into this store that they trust. And I worked really hard to build that network. That is where I spent all of my time, my money, my energy in the first year. And then suddenly that network started to kind of like planted seeds in that network. I watered that network, and now there's like trees everywhere. And that is how I built it. It was nothing really more than that.
Yeah, but that takes time and money that you're like, holy shit, is this actually going to work? Because I'm putting a lot of money and energy into these people. How many of these stores are there in the United States?
Probably dances between like 300 and 500 at any given time, because there's a lot open, a lot closed. Like it is.
Yeah.
But there's some that have been around since the beginning of this brand. And, those are some of the, like, I know all these store owners, kind of how you were talking with like such this like beautiful nostalgia of knowing your independent retailers. Like I go above and beyond, and I create events where the retailers are invited. And I never really have influencer trips or any of those things. What I do is invest in my retailers. So that's the most fun part of my job, because otherwise I'd just be at a computer all the time. So instead, I just make my job fun by making these fun, silly events that they can all come to.
Like what? Can Summer and I come?
Yeah. Where's our invite?
One year we did a 2-week trip to Morocco. That was really fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How did you decide who got to go? Your biggest seller?
Put out the invite, and it was the first people that signed up and put down, I charged them like a little bit of a deposit, but I bankrolled the rest of it and made it like really fun and unique and crazy for them.
Wait, you did it for like on social media? Just said who wants
to
go
No,
to
I hid
Morocco?
it from social media. No one needs to know. I don't do it for the show. I do it for like the love of the retailers. And that's actually what's really fun. I did last year we did a like 4-day trip. Like it was a big summer camp in the Catskills. And I had one of my funniest friends come and MC it for me. And it was ridiculous. We did like scavenger hunts. We had like archery. We had, because they're sustainable, a lot of them, it was hard. Like it's hard to choose the activities. We had one guy in the woods collecting flat rocks. We did a big stone skipping.
Were you under the influence of any other beverages or anything while this was occurring?
We sure were. We had lots of beer there, and it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. I love it.
We did. I took our top 10 retailers to the Dominican Republic for a surf trip. And then where else did we go? We did an event in Nashville this year. And so I invest in my stores. That's very important, because you're
so good.
They're the reason we exist, and it's fun.
I know. I did all of that, and I did all this stuff, and then I got burned so many times because I believed in these people and whatever, and it's not their fault. It has no
burns.
It's just like,
and
dude,
then
I went all over. What's that?
And then they didn't pay their invoices. You were
there's definitely, I have that. I have experienced what you're talking about, but it's like kind of like, you have to think of it this way. Okay, you have a wedding and you invite people, and you have to focus on the people that come and enjoy themselves, not the people that RSVP no. Like you could spend all your time thinking about the no's, but like you really got to focus on all the people that are there having a good time,
Okay, are you also teaching mindset courses?
No.
That's incredible.
Doesn't everyone think that way?
No, they don't.
No, because people suck, and most people are
do.
great, but some people suck. And so then you have to go through life of getting burned or getting just hurt, and you like you walk in a store and it's a great dip customer, and you walk in, they're buying XYZ bar, and it's like shot to the heart.
It does. It hurts.
You know what I mean?
I do.
It kills me.
It kills me too.
But on the people who are showing up, and she's like, "Yeah, you suck. You won't get another invite."
Right.
But
exactly. Oh, we have a blacklist. People who never again. Like you'll never be invited again. But those lists, if you can find the humor in it.
I can't believe. I just want to reiterate. I wish more people. I wish we could just. This is why you're doing a lot of podcasts and a lot of stuff, is because to just hear somebody who actually is doing it and making a living, okay, that is not addicted to meta, because a lot of the reason they have to spend $200 million on meta, they don't have any other choice. They basically built their 80% of their sales are coming from meta. They're addicted. They can't get the needle out.
Right. Or you can spend $10,000 on a brand trip, get to know these people really well, spend, sometimes it's $30,000, whatever it is, but it's pennies compared to what you could spend on Meta, right? You have a really good time. And then with retailers, they pay that forward eventually, right? Like maybe that first order that comes in is like 500, but then as they tell people in their store, like, oh, dip is great, like then it snowballs. And so even if that first order is small, by the end of the year, they're putting in sometimes $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 orders a month. And that is why you do it. Like, it's not a fast return. Everyone really wants a fast return. And everyone asks me about the ROI of these trips. Like, the ROI is, first of all, I've created a job that lets me have a good time. Like, that's first and foremost. Because
what everyone's dreaming of.
I'm tired of having a bad time, because owning a business sucks. Like, it's not fun, and you have to make it fun. Otherwise I will become sour from the inside if I don't make a good time for my business.
Like me.
Yeah. I can't, the whole idea of running a business is just like, it's like one of these things that, like, it's like traveling for work. It seems glamorous, but it's like stinks.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing with owning a business. It seems like really glamorous, and I can like show that it's fun and profitable and all those things, but the nitty gritty of owning a business is not fun. I hate sales tax and the tax nexuses or nexi, whatever the hell it is. I can't stand dealing with all this stuff. I do not, all of the annoying, boring things that nobody really talks about owning a business, like the scary letters that come from the state of Illinois. And you're like, I paid this Illinois, like, leave me alone, Illinois. And they keep coming, and they're like so Illinoising. I can't stand them. And I can't, but it doesn't matter what you do, because these government agencies, you keep paying and then they don't record the payments. It's crazy. Anyway. So
Assaraf, she'll be here all week. Try the view.
I create a good time.
They're Illinoising. They're Illinois.
Yeah, they're so Illinois. I can't stand them.
It's fantastic.
The government of Illinois. I don't know why.
I have some ideas.
So again, when I first started, 100 years ago, when I first started, again, this old rep who hired me, I was with JanSport Backpacks. We sold everybody at the time. This is before the internet. This is all this stuff, right? And
we're gonna have JanSport at Costco, and this can be like throwback.
What's that?
So there's this Esprit.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Do you know what Esprit is? It's the brand. It's like a JCPenney's. It's like when I was a kid, it was like the
Esprit. I recognize that.
Costco just released it. And it sold out like that, because all these millennial women are like, are you kidding me? So anyways, JanSport's going to be it.
Yeah, we did a lot of business. But the lesson I learned there, which is this is like, you're one of the rare humans I've ever met.
Yeah.
Who took this as literal as I can ever imagine. If you control supply, you control the channel. Like, it is so easy to say. It's so simple. I can explain it 17 different ways. You're literally doing that. You control supply. There's no other variables. There's no guessing. And you control the channel that you sell to.
Yeah, you're never supposed to get high on your own supply. And I did the opposite. The thing that keeps me so happy.
Speaking of supply, I've been dying to get into this with you. So listeners, if you haven't already gone to their website, it is dipalready.com. And I've been cruising this. And what is incredible to me, Kate, is how many different products you have, and all of the travel cases, the hair and body oil, the cute little accessories, like hang this in your shower. You just make it so easy.
Thanks.
But this isn't cheap. How do you decide what you're going to innovate? How do you decide what you're going to add? Because I'm looking at your SKU list and it's pretty long.
Yeah. Well, you're 5 years in to looking at it. So at launch, we just had the shampoo and conditioner bars. That was it. And then we were like, okay, we need to custom make holders, because the thing about our conditioner is it can't be in an airtight, and we also know that bars don't do well in an airtight container. So people were like traveling with them in like, close, and a lot of our competitors make like tight closed things, which is not good for the bars. And if you're using bars, you know that. So my husband is an industrial designer and has also been in business for a long time, like has also been in beauty for a long time. So he custom designed those bamboo cases.
Those bamboo cases, please everyone go look, because they are gorgeous.
Thank you.
And so the product doesn't stick to your tile.
Yeah, the shower rack is like also one of these things we had to like, first of all, we had made a shower rack previously, and a competitive brand just helped themselves design and mass marketed it. They kind of bastardized the design and then mass marketed it. And that now I see that thing, like we were never going to reproduce that particular shower rack because it had a high return rate. This shower rack is like the best. It's like we took everything we learned. The other brand, like, when you copy someone's homework, you're also copying the typos. Like this is this is the best. And we learned utility and design patented this, not only in the United States, but also in China. So no one can copy it really.
Scott, this is what we tell brands all the time. This is what we're
so expensive to do.
Fortune. We had a patent lawyer on the show, and how many brands will just like, well, we'll just start selling it and we'll worry about the patent. Like we'll get the patent eventually. And it's like, how many people are going to steal your design while you're just waiting to get this? Because it takes a long time to get it.
It's a long time, and it's like very annoying bills that you have to pay very frequently when things are reviewed back and forth. So in all, probably patenting that shower rack eventually cost around $60,000 and counting, like because it's here and in China. And then we things were getting contested. We were going back and forth. Even though we designed that, like Jonathan designed it, we have videos of all of us like prototyping and doing all this stuff. It's tough, And
well, I just have to. There's a very big difference in research between people get mixed up in industrial design patent versus design patent.
Yes.
Design patents are relatively inexpensive, relatively quick, and relatively easy, and should be step one. But industrial patents are, like you said, like that's a whole series.
Another beast. And it seems the bills just keep coming. I don't know.
So, but how do you decide, like when you started to do your extensions, how did you decide it was time to start going beyond shampoos and conditioners? And you face wash, body oils.
So body wash I have zero passion for body wash. And even if you pull up the back of the back of the box, it says like, this is just soap. Like it's not going to do anything. It's not going to make you sing better in the shower. It's just going to
hold on. You're against body washes?
No, I'm not against body washes. It's just that I don't have I couldn't even write the copy on the back of this thing because it's just, but for trademark. So this is like where it comes into business for trademark purposes. I wanted to own dip in that body wash category.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you have to make it. So I made it. So
I'm so excited about it. It's one of your best.
I'm not excited about it. The dry oil I could be excited about, the enzyme spray, all these other things I could be excited about, but the body wash is purely a business decision. Like of course we made it great and we love it, but like the reason we have body wash is just to have the dip in that class of.
I could go on a 3-minute rant about body washes, which I think are smart. And now my wife buys soap. She buys it from a handmade soap place in Whidbey Island, which is an island near here.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how much it costs.
Let me at your wife. It sounds really easy to sell.
I was like, you need to get, you also need Erin to share with Kate where she's buying all this stuff so Kate can get dip in it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Good luck.
No, it's one of these little things in business people don't really understand. Like they just don't know that with trademarks or something like dip, which is a very common word, is very like I couldn't believe I got that trademark. Like I had filed a whole bunch because in the beginning you don't know what your trademark, what's going to make it through. So like I filed a whole bunch, but dip was my favorite one of them, and we somehow miraculously got it.
That's awesome. God, what's
next?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so impressed.
That yacht sounded nice, but in between,
Oh, you know.
no, I'm not looking for yacht life. I am.
Yacht
So
rock? What about yacht rock? Maybe not
Well,
yacht
she's
life.
She's got a lake behind her. She's good.
yeah, I do love yacht rock, by the way.
I mean, there's nothing better.
Yeah, Memorial Day to Labor Day, and then it turns off.
Sailing away.
No, what's next is I'm an endurance runner, and part of the problem I tried to solve with the shampoo is that I wanted it to be gentle enough to use every day. So right now we're sponsoring vacation races and which are marathons and half marathons around the national parks. And I would like to we've already kind of been involved in the surf community. I would love to expand into running stores, because so many runners, when they're running outside, they're looking at like the beauty of the outdoors. And I think, to me, it's like it's only natural that a runner would want to use plastic-free hair care, especially if they knew that I run too.
And a product, like when you run, you get so sweaty
gross.
along your hairline.
How would you know? How would you know?
Because I cycle.
Yeah.
I don't run, but I cycle.
You do. I'm kidding. You are.
I mean,
Okay.
same thing though. I mean, I really, really wanted it to just be something you could use every day when
Every
you're training.
day.
Wait, endurance running. So again, I've been the MC and been an announcer for races for 15
cool.
years for Seattle Marathon, and I do half marathons. But what kind of endurance race? Are you doing ultras? Are you doing 24-hour?
I've done an ultra, but my sweet spot is half marathon. I think that's the perfect amount of running.
Yeah. 13.1 miles.
Especially now that I'm getting older in years and my knees are getting old with me. Like I like trail running where it's softer on the knees.
I like that.
It's kind of a hippie sport. Like I like that, I love that it's not so fast. It's like not too fast, not too slow, like just kind of going.
My husband and I call it yogging.
Yeah, it is.
You want to go for a yog?
And it's a perfect time to listen to yacht rock, actually.
Boom. How can people find you? How can people find Dip? How can people just get connected with you? I just want to hang out with you. Don't you, Summer? This is like the dinner party thing. Like,
over.
you have over a dinner party?
Yeah.
Kate Assaraf, like, come on down. Let's go have a cocktail. Let's break bread together. Let's just.
I'm all for it.
That.
Come on over. We'll use my playlist.
But where can people find you, Dip, everything else?
Sure. You can find me, Kate Assaraf, on LinkedIn if you want to chat with me about anything. And then if you want to find Dip, it's dipalready.com. And that's also on our socials, TikTok and Instagram is @dipalready. And if you go to our website, if you just are curious, go on the store locator and it will pull up the store closest to you. So maybe you don't even know, or you don't trust me about my hair products. You want to go ask someone else, like go into the closest store and find out if it's everything we say it is.
We can go to Ravenna Refill.
Oh man, you're near Ravenna?
Well, somewhat.
So Robin and Jenny own that store, and they're
a picture
awesome.
of them.
Yeah, yes. I know them. They're great. They've come on. Robin anyway came on a Dip trip, we call them, to Nashville, and she's incredible. But go see that store. It's really cool.
It looks amazing. Awesome. We'll be back with that. Thanks so much for coming on. You're just an absolute joy. So fun. Congratulations on all things, and we'll be back with more after this.
Hey, this is Jason Blum with RTB House. I lead our strategic partnerships team, and thank you for joining. Always off brand.
Hey, you crazy kids, it's time for e-commerce trivia. That's right, we're going to give you a couple questions, see who gets it right. It's trivia, e-commerce style. All right, welcome to e-commerce trivia. That open. I did that a long time ago. It's so funny. Okay, our contestants today, Kate Assaraf, Summer Bougelier. Full funnel Summer. Now you're surfing Summer. I'm not really sure. Okay, here's a couple questions. And again, we get points here. Okay, so how this works is I have 3 rounds. Okay. They're going to be e-commerce trivia. Okay. E-commerce trivia. I've used my friend Jean-Claude, Claudia, whatever you want to call. This is so easy. Which metric measures the total revenue a customer is expected to generate over their entire relationship with a D2C, a direct-to-consumer brand? You have 4 choices. 4 choices.
Oh, we get choices.
Choices, yeah. Do we need them?
Again, just
Do we? I think we might both know it.
yeah, and so just a virtual buzzer. Just say, ding something. I don't know. Make a noise.
Ding something.
Okay.
She's going. Kate doesn't want to see the options. She wants to try it. She wants to.
Isn't it just LTV?
Oh my God.
So she got it first.
See how this game
I think we had it at the same time. Let's make it so he can't choose the winner.
I was going to give you the choices. Is it CAC? CAC? No. Is it ROAS? No. Is it AOV? No. Okay. Pick an answer. It's LTV. Yes. Boom. There you go.
Oh, he has to keep score. That's why he's
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't want us answering at the same time.
Okay.
can't make it easy for him.
Next question. In Amazon advertising, ooh, this could be good for you, Kate, since you're not there.
Yeah.
In Amazon advertising, what does SPD stand for?
Sponsored product display.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Summer, you knew that.
That's not fair. Kate was already winning because she's not there.
Sponsored product display is the correct answer, player 2. You're player 2. Our last question, hopefully, we can only hope that our last question is coming up. Our last question on e-commerce trivia. What term describes a D2C brand strategy of selling directly on its own website while also listing on Amazon? You want to just take a guess, or you want me to give you your choices?
Give us choices.
Yeah, I would just guess hybrid.
Is it white labeling? Is it wholesale? See how I said that right? I really tried. Summer told me years ago I said that wrong.
You too.
Drop shipping or omni-channel?
Oh, omni-channel.
That's right, Summer.
Yeah.
You win a trip to the Jersey Shore.
All right.
Woo, that's
I'll
a
gladly
nice trip.
take you.
Kate, that was unfair. You were unwilling and unpaid, but we appreciate you coming on the show. We'll get back with the wrap up. See, I told you that was just dicey.
Hey, this is Andrew Math, the founder and CEO of Blue Tusker, as well as the host of the Ecom Show, and you are listening to Always Off Brand.
Talk about a CEO. What are you doing with your arms? Talking about a CEO who lives and breathes by our people matter motto.
God, she does. It's so true.
The whole time she kept talking about how we mentioned a store near us and she knew the owner and what they do. And like, she's like a Aaron Brockovich. She's like, give me a name. I'll tell you their number. Give me a name.
She's doing it the right way and she's okay with it. It's not, people say, oh, are you content or you're not ambitious? She's ambitious. It's just the path that she's going down is so.
She wants to sleep at night.
She wants to sleep at night. She wants to hang out with her boys. She's okay with just selling specialty retail. I shouldn't even say that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's just, God, that was so refreshing. Just think about this, Summer. She is not doing digital advertising.
And she's successful.
I don't even understand how that equates.
Have you ever gone to a brand and they're like, help us grow? And you're like, turn off your ads.
Yes, exactly. You know what? Turn off every ad. Don't spend any money on Meta. Don't get off TikTok. Get off everything. Now, she's very good social, organic, right? She's posting a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
community stuff. She's built a community.
She's invested. I mean, she talked about her photography, $36,000
Yes.
out the gate before she's making any money. She's like, we're going to make this beautiful. And I want people to have trust in the product they're buying. I know what I'm putting out there, but they're not going to trust me if I'm taking a cell phone shot. It's all pixelated.
It's so great. And we didn't get into this, but what she's doing is not easy. And she says it's
gosh.
easy, but it's like so hard to get all these specialty retailers and do what she's done over the last 5 years.
Let's reflect really quick when she's getting the signals that her manufacturer is going to shut down.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
this isn't going to work. And she starts making plans and she reaches out to these people and she's like, hey, doesn't look like, you're going to have a job in a few months. You want to do something together? I mean, to think ahead and jump on those opportunities, that's what's made her successful. Like,
Well,
that is
she-
incredible.
She says she's not like a team person because of team sports or whatever, but I would say she is because she has
100%.
the trust and the faith and the belief of those people going, you know what, Kate wants me to come do, I'm going to go do that because she's killer.
Well, and she's a leader. She's sticking with her mission. She's sticking with her values, and she's not swayed by these sparkly little stars over
No.
here.
Ugh.
She's like, I'm not willing to give this up. We need more Kates.
We need more Kates.
Because what's it all about, Scott?
Summer Jubileer, it's all about people. Why?
Because people matter. And thank you for listening to Always
Off
Brand. Please like, please subscribe, please follow. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey there, this is Haley from Quickfire, and they want me to read this so you know what this podcast is part of and how to find out more if you want. Always Off Brand is a production of Quickfire LLC and a part of the Learn and Laugh series on the Quickfire Podcast Network. For more information, go to quickfirenow.com. Have a good one, and thanks for listening.